From Kentucky, Mr. Comer is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ms. Hawley, there were no women on the Supreme Court when Roe was decided, 1 woman when Casey was decided, and 3 women when Dobbs was decided. Additionally, there are 2,295 women in state legislatures today across the country. Women are more represented in government today than at any time in our history. Members of state legislatures are voted into office by their constituents to represent their constituents. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The Supreme Court justices are expected to judge the law, not public opinion, correct?
Absolutely.
So would you agree that state legislatures are the best equipped to regulate abortion based on the beliefs and opinions of their constituents?
So the Dobbs decision says that because abortion is nowhere within the constitutional text structure or our nation's history, then the people and their elected representatives are allowed to make that choice.
Some websites, such as needabortion.org, are cautioning women to avoid crisis pregnancy centers, telling them that they are unregulated and unlicensed. Ms. Hawley, are pregnancy centers unregulated and unlicensed?
Absolutely not, and that makes me sad. We're steering people away from organizations that want to help them.
Do they give subpar services to women?
Absolutely not. We heard testimony yesterday at the Senate hearing that San Francisco's Planned Parenthood refers to the Pregnancy Care Center for other services aside from abortion.
I agree with that. With your assessment on the pregnancy centers, and can you elaborate what services do pregnancy crisis centers offer to women and babies after the birth of their child?
Absolutely. So pregnancy care centers strive to come alongside a woman as she's pregnant and beyond. They provide, diapers and formula, those sorts of things after birth. They provide educational training. Sometimes they'll have great fatherhood initiatives. We haven't talked much about that, but abortion has made pregnancy and childhood a woman's issue. We need the fathers to step up as well. They continue with job training services. Sometimes they help with housing and those sorts of things. And often these workers become lifelong friends and mentors. They have the pictures of these children up on their refrigerator. It can be a great relationship.
That's been what I've gathered. We have several really impressive crisis pregnancy centers in Kentucky and in my congressional district, especially the one in Henderson, Kentucky. Just do magnificent work and appreciate everything they do. Let me ask you my last question, Ms. Hawley. Radical groups like Jane's Revenge and Ruth Sent Us have taken credit for vandalizing church and crisis pregnancy centers across the nation. The group has also tweeted locations of where Supreme Court justices reside, where they're having dinner. They've protested outside justices' homes and even disrupted church services. Can you, in closing, tell us what impact does political violence have on the function of our nation's institutions and on our rule of law?
Well, I think intimidation and political violence is intended to disrupt the rule of law, and we see this with the attacks on pregnancy care centers, with the threats on justices' lives, on their families. And the name, Ruth Sent Us is so ironic because Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg was herself a critic of Roe versus Wade for the reason she said it was a heavy-handed judicial intervention that was unnecessary and short-circuited the democratic process. In addition, she and Justice Scalia were famously good friends. There's a great picture of them riding an elephant together, and they demonstrate for us that it's possible to disagree and yet be civil.
I think that's a great example. I think I've seen pictures of them playing cards together many times. So, well, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate all our witnesses being here. Madam Chair, I yield back.